So we are doing chapter 1 tracing changes through 1,000 years. 1,000 years में क्या क्या changes हुआ उसका traces collections. Okay. Take a look at maps 1 and 2. Map 1 was made in 1154 CE by the Arab geographer Al-Idrisi. Okay. So who made the map first? Okay, and from where the map came into existence? So it is from Arab geographer Al-Idrisi in 1154 CE. Yeah. The section reproduced here is a detail of the Indian subcontinent from his larger map of the world. Map 2 was made in the 1720s by French cartographer. Okay. Now there is a proper name for the person who make maps. Okay, so they are called cartographer. So, yeah, second map was made by a cartographer, yeah, who was from France in 1720s. The two maps are quite different even though they are of the same area. Okay, the map look different because वो बहुत पुराना मैप था, वो अपने टाइम के हिसाब से कुछ बनाया गया था और 1720s में अपने टाइम के हिसाब से वो मैप को बनाया गया, ये मैप को, तो दोनों में कुछ डिफरेंट था. मैप 2 यहाँ पे है, देखो ये डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मैप है क्योंकि इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा डिटेल्स है, कुछ ज़्यादा एक्यूरेसी रहेगा, लोगों को बाद में पता चला, और ये पहले का टाइम का है तो ऐसा मैप है, इसमें डिटेल्स भी उनके हिसाब से जो उनको चाहिए था वो उसमें है. The two maps are quite different even though they are of the same area. In Al-Idrisi map, South India is where we would expect to find North India and Sri Lanka is the island at the top. Okay. तो जो अल इद्रिसी ने मैप बनाया उसमें जस्ट इन्वर्टेड हो गया इंफॉर्मेशन कि साउथ इंडिया नॉर्थ में चला गया और श्रीलंका नहीं, हाँ वही चीज़ है कि साउथ इंडिया इज वेयर वी वुड एक्सपेक्ट टू फाइंड नॉर्थ. ये साउथ इंडिया वहां पर है जहां पर नॉर्थ इंडिया होना चाहिए और श्रीलंका ऊपर में है, टॉप में चला गया उस मैप के. तो ये डिफरेंस था रिसेंट मैप से, 1720s के मैप से. प्लेस नेम्स आर मार्क्ड इन अरेबिक. तो लैंग्वेज एक और एक पैरामीटर है जो कि डिफरेंट है. यहाँ पे अरेबिक में लिखा हुआ है और यहाँ पे इंग्लिश में लिखा हुआ है. एंड देयर आर सम वेल नोन नेम्स लाइक कनौज इन उत्तर प्रदेश स्पेल्ड इन द मैप एज कनौज. तो उसमें अरेबिक में स्पेलिंग में उनका प्रोनाउंसिएशन थोड़ा डिफरेंट भी था. मैप 2 was made nearly 600 years after map 1, during which time information about the subcontinent had changed considerably. Okay, so during which the time information about the subcontinent had changed considerably. मैंने information has been changed because information ज़्यादा accurate मिलने लगा लोगों को later, बाद में. This map seems more familiar to us and the coastal areas in particular are surprisingly detailed. Coastal areas ही बहुत ही ज़्यादा accurate लगा नया मैप में. This map was used by European sailors and merchants on their voyages. और ये मैप यूरोपियन सेलर्स और voyages से के द्वारा यूज़ किया जाता था ताकि उनको पता चल सके कि वो किस जगह पे जाना है उन्हें. Look at the areas in the interior of the subcontinent on map 2. Are they as detailed as those on the coast? Follow the course of the river Ganga and see how it is shown. Why do you think there is a difference in the level of detail and accuracy between the coastal and inland areas in this map? Some questions are asked to see and learn. Equally important is the fact that the science of cartography differed in the two period. So दोनों पीरियड में कार्टोग्राफी और साइंस, द साइंस ऑफ कार्टोग्राफी मैंने कार्टोग्राफी जिस तरह से यूज किया जाता है, ओके, वो तरीका दोनों पीरियड में अलग अलग था. When historians read documents, maps, and texts from the past, they have to be sensitive to the different historical backgrounds, the context in which information about the past was produced. New and old terminologies. अब कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजीज के बारे में जान लेते हैं जो पुराने और नए टर्मिनोलॉजीज के बारे में यहाँ पर दिया है. If the context in which information is produced changes with time, what about language and meanings? अगर information change हो रहा है from time to time, okay, with time, what about the language and meaning? तो language भी change होगा, okay. पहले जो चीज़ को कुछ बोला जाता था अभी उसका कुछ न्यू नेम आ सकता है, उससे रिलेटेड ही रहेगा बट कुछ फॉर्मेशन हो सकता है उसमें भी, प्रोनाउंस करने में या स्पेलिंग्स में या वर्ड में ही. Historical records exist in a variety of languages which have changed considerably over the years. Medieval Persian, for example, is different from modern Persian. So, medieval Persian is different from modern Persian. It is talking about the language. Medieval Persian language is different from modern Persian language. The difference is not just with regard to grammar and vocabulary. The meanings of words also changed over time. So language का जो changes है वो सिर्फ word meaning पर ही नहीं है सीमित, बल्कि मीनिंग भी चेंज हो रहा है कि ग्रामर एंड वोकेबुलरी पर ही नहीं है बल्कि वर्ड का मीनिंग भी कई बार चेंज हो जाता है. टेक द टर्म हिंदुस्तान फॉर एग्जाम्पल. टुडे वी अंडरस्टैंड इट एज इंडिया. पहले हिंदुस्तान अभी इंडिया के नाम से जाना जाता है. द मॉडर्न नेशन स्टेट when the term was used in the 13th century by Minhaj Siraj, a chronicler who wrote in Persian. He meant the area of Punjab, Haryana, and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. He used the term in a political sense for lands that were a part of the domination of Delhi Sultan. The area included in this term shifted with the extent of Sultanate, but the term never included South India. Okay. South India उस term में included नहीं था. By contrast, in the early 16th century, Babur used Hindustan to describe the geography, the fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinent. As we will see later in the chapter, this was somewhat familiar to the way the 14th century poet Amir Khusrau used the word Hind. While the idea of a geographical and cultural entity like India did exist, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning which we associate with it today. Historians today have to be careful about the term they use because they meant different things in the past. Take, for example, a simple term like foreigner. It is used today to mean someone who is not an Indian. In the medieval period, a foreigner was any stranger who appeared, say, in a given village, someone who was not a part of that society or culture. In Hindi, the term Pardesi might be used to describe such a person and the Persian Ajnabi. Okay. तो ये सब टर्म से हम लोग फॉरेनर को बुला सकते थे. तभी अपने एरिया के भी, जो एरिया के बाहर के भी लोग हैं, देश के बाहर को अभी आजकल हम लोग फॉरेनर बोलते हैं, लेकिन पहले अपने गांव के भी बाहर को लोग फॉरेनर ही नाम से बोलते थे या लोकल लैंग्वेज में परदेसी चाहे अजनबी. A city dweller therefore might have regarded a forest dweller as a foreigner, but two peasants living in the same village were not foreigners to each other, even though they may have had different religious or caste backgrounds. Okay. A city dweller therefore might have regarded as forest dweller or a foreigner, but two peasants, दो peasants मैंने किसान, दो किसान हैं सेम विलेज में, they are not treated as foreigner because they belong to the same village.